The cannon was all the way down here. I love it. I wonder how she became this way. How Dawn became this way. Don't tell me rolls. No, stop. Oh, god damn it, it's a ball. Of course it's gonna roll. Okay, so I have to put it there, and then I can do it. Oh, what? There's not many controls in this game, and I'm still getting them confused. 200 IQ, by the way. I think. JK. I don't ever check.
Take that!
Oof.
Bam! Say goodnight, Gracie! Uh-oh. We didn't break anything, did we?
Why did they call it Gracie? Okay.
Maybe we can get out that way.
Yeah, maybe. Nice.
Oh, I bet there's nothing actually broken. I bet it's just something you forgot to turn on.
Okay.
Figures Daddy bought it. I bet there's just like one thing he forgot to do, and that's why the whole ride isn't working. It's probably in the control room, or the engine room, or something like that.
Why am I faulting
Come
her?
on! It's dark out there. How are you gonna climb on shadows if it's dark?
Okay.
Hey!
Yeah.
This is that maintenance room I was talking about. Why didn't Daddy do it? I bet he didn't even read the instructions. I think we can restart the whole ride. I knew it. I knew it was something simple. I think all we need to do is pull these levers at the same time.
Okay.
Are you ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go!
I already did it, but okay. Whatever you say, child.
I think we fixed it. I think we fixed the whole thing.
No security or anything? Oh well. That's huge. How did he even get that? Then again, the moon is the size of the sun. The moon is the size of, I don't know, something big. What's the last attraction? Probably over there. Here it is. She's just waiting there. She's just chilling. She's like, yo, where you at?
Hey, has anyone seen the princess puppet? We can't really start the story without her.
Oh, dude, am I gonna do that?
Daddy.
Oh, no.
Darn. Where did I put her? Ah, there she is. Once upon a time, there was a princess who lived in a castle with her father, the king. The king loved her very much because daddies loved their daughters. Unfortunately, the kingdom also had an ogre
Oh my
who
god.
was eating travelers.
Oh, I thought the ogre was supposed to be the mom. That would,
So the king did
Kind of
what
offensive.
kings do, and promised that anyone who slew the ogre would get to marry his only daughter, the princess, and become king when he died. The king's lands were very far away, and the ogre was very large, so only one knight showed up. His name was Fred, and he fell immediately in love.
I'm gonna fight this kid.
Fred was a brave knight, and he marched off the next morning, singing a brave song as loudly as he could.
I don't want to shift out because I feel like that'll screw everything up. Screw it.
After several days had passed,
Oh.
the princess got to wondering
Okay.
what had happened to her future husband. So she set off into the forest to look for him. The princess tracked Fred's footprints through a strange wilderness full of scary sounds and hidden dangers. Chasms filled with razor-sharp bamboo. Fortunately, she was a very brave princess who loved adventures.
Hell
Just
yeah.
like you. She used her wits to get past unexpected obstacles.
Like windmills. Oh. Oops. Dude, the princess is a parkourist.
She came to a wide river filled with snapping crocodiles.
Stop.
She
Stop.
couldn't even swim. So what do you think she did?
She ran on top of their heads.
That's right. It was a magical forest where the plants seemed to know each other. She had to use magic mushrooms to get high or up.
Magic mushrooms. She means drugs. Hey, stop.
She learned to use some bendy tree branches to fling herself across a patch of deadly sharp bamboo. As the sun was setting, she
This
came to
guy.
the giant ogre's campsite. And there, the princess discovered that the
Oh,
ogre
dude, this guy's
had
big.
captured Fred and hung him from a tree as a snack. The ogre did not appreciate visitors at all. Even Fred seemed a little embarrassed to see her.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, jeez. Kind of an aggressive kids thing. Come on. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh, jeez. Come on, come on, come on. Get baited, son. Get out of here.
But the princess was a woman of action, and she was nimble, and the ogre was clumsy and easy to taunt.
Ah!
What's a taunt?
That's when you make fun of someone. You should never make fun of people, but with ogres, sometimes you have to.
Right here, come on, come on, come on. Use clap. Hell yeah. And I killed him in the process.
And so the princess tricked the ogre and rescued Fred. Fred didn't feel too good about it. He really loved the princess. Fortunately, the king told him about a giant spider that he could slay in order to win the princess's hand. So Fred marched off to the lair of the giant spider, singing a brave song, a little less loudly than before. After several days had passed, the princess got to wondering what had
Oh
happened to
my
her
God.
future husband. So she went off looking for him.
Am I gonna have to do this again?
Fred's footprints led her into a dark and creepy cavern, full of strange dripping sounds, kind of like the basement at school. Her footsteps echoed
Okay.
and echoed until it's... Unfortunately, she impaled herself on the bamboo.
Whoa.
Wait, that's not what happened. Soon she came to a vast pit filled with vicious, deadly spikes. It was much too big to jump over, but far off, she could hear moaning. She thought it might be Fred. So what do you think she did?
I know.
What?
She used an umbrella.
What?
Like that nanny in that movie.
This is the Middle Ages, honey. Where would she get an umbrella?
I don't know, but that's what she used.
I don't think I have an umbrella.
Well, you better find one, because she used an umbrella.
Where am I supposed to get an umbrella?
Where am I supposed to get an umbrella?
There we go.
You're so dumb.
So, the princess bravely threw herself into the air, slowing her fall using an umbrella. Just like that nanny in the movie. She floated down into the cave. Deeper and deeper into the cavern she floated. Unfortunately, she impaled herself on the bamboo.
It just stopped right
Wait,
away.
that's not what happened.
How did it do that? Why did it do that? I can't jump with this thing, dude.
Deeper and deeper into the cavern she floated. She thought she could hear Fred. Unfortunately, she impaled
Oh,
herself
okay,
on
so
the
if it touches any part of the
Wait,
other
that's
side,
not what happened.
then I die. I see. Okay, so I just have to not touch anything at all whatsoever.
Deeper and deeper into the
Oh,
cavern
stop,
she
stop,
floated.
stop, stop, stop,
She
stop.
thought she could hear Fred moaning, but maybe it was only the wind.
How did Fred get down here? Oh, that's how. Yo, he's dead. He's actually dead.
Finally, she landed softly, right in a spider's web. Fortunately, it was a very old web, and she was able to break free. Unfortunately, the web was the only thing holding up a giant boulder. The
Oh.
princess needed to find somewhere to hide.
This reminds me of the game Limbo.
Suddenly, a giant spider jumped out of the shadows and attacked
Whoa.
her.
That thing's mechanical. Great.
She ran and climbed and jumped and climbed, but the giant spider was very good at climbing too. It had 8 legs and the princess only had 2.
Oh, jeez. That's tight.
Fortunately, the princess remembered how the webs were holding up boulders.
Whoa, okay. Hell yeah.
Spider.
What? Get out of here.
Finally, she found Fred. He was all wrapped up like a present for the giant spider's girlfriend. He was dreadfully embarrassed about having to be rescued again.
This
He
guy.
really loved the
What is he
princess.
doing?
The princess decided he was cute. Fortunately, the king told him about a dragon that he could slay
Oh,
in order
God.
to win the princess's hand and stop being so embarrassed. So Fred marched off to the mountaintop of the dragon, singing a brave song very quietly.
Very quietly. Dude.
After a few days, the
Oh
princess
my
got to
God.
wondering
Why our dad kept trying to give her away?
that too. But she was worried about Fred, so she went off to
Dude,
find him.
Dee Dee's smart. She's quick. Oh. Why her daddy kept trying to give her away. That's jokes. Whoa. God
The
of
dragon's
War?
mountain was cold, and the wind howled at her to turn back. There were rock slides and fiery chasms, but she was very brave and nimble, just like you. She wasn't going to be put off by a few deadly dangers.
I would be. Maybe.
Up and up she climbed. When she got cold, she thought about the hot buttered muffins she would make once she got Fred home. Do you still like muffins?
I love muffins.
The princess hoped Fred liked muffins.
The princess hoped Fred liked muffins. Get out of here. Oh, tight. Holy jeez, that's tight. Am I supposed to use that? I don't think I can because it's hot. Guess not. Whoa, 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 whoa.
When the princess got to the lair of the dragon, she was not very surprised to see Fred hanging from the roof of the dragon's cave. So she taunted the dragon until it roared its fiery breath at her.
Hey there, pal. Oh, jeez. Come on. Burn him alive. Oh, stop, stop. Oh my god.
Finally, burning away the ropes that were tying up Fred. And so the princess and Fred lived happily ever after. Fred never had to go on another adventure again.
Poor
And
guy.
they had hot buttered muffins every morning. There is another version of the story where the princess flew off on the dragon's back to have a life full of adventures, but that's for another day.
That's probably a much better story.
Yay! Yay, Dawn, you did it!
Act 2, the stuff that dreams are made of. Oh wow, we're only on Act 2? How many acts are there? Oh yes. There we go. Left in level. Okay, 4 left. Okay, I'm gonna end it there because that was a lot of time. I don't know. We'll see what We Happy Few and how it's gonna be. And I'm really scared because I feel like my door's opening by itself, but I'm not sure because it could also be the game because it's really like noir-esque or whatever. I don't know, but it's weird because we're not actually on Earth. We're on just like the ether or something. But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna end it there, like I said already, because I can. Yeah, so have a nice drive, good day, yeah.